Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Hum Tum and AI. Myself Kaumudi Vaidya from Bharat CXO. We have a special guest with us right now, Ramkumari Iyer ma'am. Good evening ma'am, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic ma'am. So Ramkumari Iyer ma'am has 24 years of experience in IT industry. She has worked in various industries, audit systems. She has worked with major companies like Infosys, Wipro, etc. as an IT service provider. She has also worked in the FSI sector, especially in finance, retail transportation in multiple areas, servers, delegate acquisition, cloud security, etc. She has also worked with different compliances across the world. She received awards like Top CIO, Top CISO, Business Transformation Excellence, Women Leadership Technology, etc. It's so nice to know about you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. So we will just dive down into the questions. What is your
Yeah.
opinion on AI, ma'am?
So today we have started very long back in the IT industry. For example, if not in IT industry, in any of the industry, we started with very basics. And I think as IT has become a kind of an enabler with a lot of frameworks and other things comes into picture. Today it has taken a kind of a driver's seat in many of the industries. Right? So without IT, none of the businesses are running. So it has become a kind of a complete enabler. But at the same time, organizations also thrive to have a lot of competition in the market. So it is very important that they come to the market very faster, rapidly, quickly, with a better quality and better delivery and good excellence. So that in that way, I think AI is really helping the different kind of industries, different segments to thrive it across. So it plays a lot of good transformative role in terms of changing the entire ecosystem into a kind of a different agile ecosystem. So that is where AI plays a major role. Of course, AI has been a kind of an workflow thing from the various different 5 lakh plus kind of a knowledge bases and other things. But it is very quick and a lot of automation has taken place. So that has really turned the ecosystem today that everybody is talking about AI. One or the other way, people wanted to use it. So that has become a very important stuff. And I think I'm in the cybersecurity industry for the last couple of years as a playing a role of CISO, DPO, CRO kind of a thing. Maybe everything is interlinked. Um, so AI is playing a very good role in terms of advantages, but at the same time we have to see that how we are using it. So that is another threat which is typically coming in the our industry. Yeah.
Right, ma'am, right. Uh, I would like to ask you, have you implemented AI?
Yes, of course. See, not from the organization exactly because most of the places I am a kind of a service provider. So we have a multiple customer client basis of different industries. And based on the industry, the cases and the situations, of course, AI has been implemented to drive their businesses very faster. Particularly today, AI is being used mostly in the kind of a DevOps area. So DevOps means if you talk about DevOps, it's a kind of a philosophy. So it talks about a culture. So it has 5 attributes to it in terms of culture, automation, lean, removing the waste, reducing the errors, and measurement. Metric is becoming a very, very important stuff to really know the kind of a performance where the industry is going, what are my milestones and what I want to achieve, right? So that is important. And second is, well, last not but the least is about sharing of knowledge. So again, yeah, the base stuff is about knowledge management. Okay, so it is, as I told you, 5 lakh plus. So maybe 5 lakh or 10 lakh plus kind of a things has been taken across, and that's how the databases are being collated and a workflow algorithms has been put across to get what you wanted. So AI has been used in a different scenarios, particularly in the CI/CD pipeline areas where I wanted to. I have multiple different development systems running across, and I wanted to have an agility, quality efficiency, and other things to be done. AI really helps me in that. Okay, so that speeds the thing. It also gives a good accuracy. Um, Accuracy in terms of maybe 75 percentage, not to the extent of 25 percentage, 100%. So 75%, there are some residual things which still is in progress. It has to go into the kind of a maturity phase, but it helps you. And it now we are also adapting this AI in some of the ICT areas. We started doing it in some of my client place. It's in the kind of a progress. There are a lot of challenges which is coming when AI is being used in the ICT areas because we have legacy systems. So AI is predominantly a very new conceptual model which has been developed, right? So it has to really talk to the old systems and do things. There are a couple of challenges which we are facing it, but we are trying to also overcome it. So this is how the AI is getting implemented in many of the places. Yeah.
Ma'am. Quite insightful. What
Yeah.
role do you think AI will play in your industry in the next few years?
Okay. So that is very interesting. So my industry predominantly, okay, where I cater to different kind of industry segments, particularly from the cybersecurity area and privacy related stuff. So AI is playing a very pivotal role in this. Okay, so there are every now and then. So, for example, if you take 10 years before, I think security was an optional thing, but now it has become a kind of a mandate related things that without security, I cannot establish a kind of a stability of my service or a product in the industry, in the market. This is very important. And at the same time, there are other attributes I need to take care of it in terms of your quality, your resilience, how fast you are coming back to the market if there are some kind of issues, right? And the kind of accuracy. Then customer excellence is a very important thing. So these are the places where AI is really playing a major role, but it is also bringing, it shapes the cybersecurity and privacy area to a larger extent, but at the same time, it is bringing its own threats. Okay. Um, Predominantly, like a couple of the examples which I can tell is so much of threats are coming in. So it helps in automating and fast tracking my threat detection and the prevention mechanism to a larger extent so that much of my time and the productivity is getting saved. So that is one of the key things which I have to really bring it to the thing. We also talk about the incident response as quickly as possible, how fast you respond to your incidents or to your customer complaints faster and in a better way, so that at least you're giving a band-aid solution. Maybe at the back end, you are trying to do a problem management root cause and other things, but at least you run your business. So the business disruption is completely stalled. So there is no business disruption at all. It is coming to kind of a 0% kind of a thing. So this AI plays a very major role. Then enhanced identity and access management. This is a major thing which when we talk about your security and privacy. Identity and access management cannot be taken as a least granted. It's the highest thing which you have to really go ahead because it contributes to your three AAA mechanism of your authentication, authorization, and accountability. And this is where your safety and security of your systems, your assets is getting it. Where AI plays a major role in getting things faster, identifying the things, preventing the things, and other stuff to a larger extent. Not only that, of course, from the compliance perspective. So compliance, we write a lot of policies. Compliance is not about one compliance today, right? So industry which is capable maybe with respect to Indian region, and if you're catering to multiple other regions, then of course there are a lot of regulatory complaints and other things, and everything is it's becoming very, very difficult in terms of manual stuff. So I think at least the processes and the SOQs and other things, what we try to do it, we make it as a code and try to run it along with the AI. So which is taking to a larger extent. So which is really rapidly developing, and it is much helpful in our areas. So of course, adversarial AI and cyber defense challenges are there. That are the kind of drawbacks which you can talk about, because of using AI, it also creates a lot of sophisticated threats. Okay, so you have to use the AI. Where are you using? How are you using? For what you are using it? When you are using it? Who are going to be using that kind of thing as an endpoint? These are the key things as a due diligence. You have to do it and use AI in a very ethical and responsible way. If you are trying to do this and put a kind of a governance around this mechanism, I think you will be in a better position. At least to a larger extent, 90% of your risk can be addressed. Of course, there are going to be some kind of a residual risk which is going to come up, because as and when the new technologies come itself, it brings your new threats to the or a risk to the area. So, which I think over a period of time we are trying to take the history and learn it and see how you can mitigate that stuff. That work is also going on separately, and it is going to be a future. Of course, nevertheless, AI is going to be the future. But one key important thing is when in the cybersecurity and privacy area, I think it's going to bring so much of threats. So I think you should do a proper due diligence and take enough due care when you are using it in a proper state. So that will really help us to mitigate many of our adversarial risk, which is there in the future.
Absolutely, ma'am.